Hello and welcome. My name is Sheep Thief, and today I'm going to come at you with something that I swear is the stuff of nightmares. This is, as far as Warno games go, this has so many things in it which will give any of you, even those of you who don't play Warno, I promise you, you will have a nightmare tonight if you watch this video. But yeah, look, we're looking at this nice little town here. Some smoke in the distance, but the church is intact, so some things are still right in the world. Although this might be, since it's Germany, it might be some filthy Protestant church. Actually, yeah, it does have that look. Anyway, yeah, this is a ranked game of Warno between me and Andre52. I believe we've played Andre52 in the past. He was really quick to set up and was kind enough to wait for me. I'm going heavy into the... Oh yeah, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe if you like Warno. I upload a lot. I'm not the best player in the world, although I've gotten up to the 900th best player in the world. So if you want to see that, then subscribe. I also play other games. I don't only I have commitment issues, so I'll probably switch up games at some point. But I've been having a lot of fun with Warno, so I'll be playing it for the foreseeable future. So yeah, here we go. I'll speed it up. Actually, I'll talk about my deployment. A lot of ATGMs. He's 27th. I'm 25th. I know that 27th has a lot of these BTRs, which are basically like a sort of armored vehicle with a machine gun. And then also BMP3s, which have like a really fast ATGM, and they're really good. But if you can kill them, then you can win. What else? A lot of ATGMs over here, sort of foreseeing some kind of tank push here, but usually there's a skirmish in the middle here, at least at the level I play at. Maybe almost overdoing it with the ATGMs for an opening. Not really sure. My opponent has wide range of Rozvedka moving forward, some Iglas, just a couple ATGMs, nothing crazy. And then a lot of infantry, a lot of Saperi, RTBO, and Metis squads coming in these BTRs. So I'll speed it up. Here we go. Okay. So I get an early tick, but he does have a CV coming forward for Bravo here. As you can see, a pretty heavy investment. My general strategy, just so that everyone in the world knows what my strategy is on this map, is to infest this city, or even better, push into this city if they don't have much forward deploy, although pretty much every division in the game has some forward deploy, so it's often quite risky, and I would say more times than not fails. Spetsrozvedka, it's a big beefy unit, gets forward into this building. Definitely a good building to get into because you can kind of watch for stuff in here. You can't quite see my units because I've learned this lesson in the past. If you push too far forward into this forest, you're just going to get taken out. I opened with 2 CVs, so I do have... I'll open this so you can see. I do have a +2. OP Spetsnaz maybe, I guess, should have been more aggressively deployed to try to catch some of these out. I actually am starting to think that it's impossible to get in here quickly with the OP Spetsnaz to get some kills, because yeah, you see they just get suppressed by all this infantry. My opponent completely foresaw where I was going. Spetsnaz come forward, OP Spetsnaz goes down. Now if there's any unit that can like cause some trouble here, it's Spetsnaz, but this is a lot of superior RPO. We do bring this Metis squad down to pretty low health, and the superior RPO. So I'm starting to think, like, I can see that I've done some damage. I thought for sure that this unit would be able to see it in here, and this building is not great because, like, there are these big streets around here, so if you want to like attack or fall back, you're going to be out in the open for a while. Superior RPO walk forward, and I still haven't figured out in this game if you take damage by running into fire like that. I can't quite tell. I feel like I've had my units die from that. This is a good situation for us. I wish my OP Spetsnaz were still alive, but this BTR Skrezit does open up on the BTR. That does push it back. We dodge a bomb here, do some damage to the plane, making it frick off, which is always a good thing. BTR comes around here to deal with this Spetsnaz, and that's a much better position for it. For anyone who doesn't know, Spetsnaz are probably the best infantry against other infantry in the game. But they have no anti-tank weapons, so even this little car right here can just sit here and kill my Spetsnaz. So as you can see, I'm forced to fall back. But I'm sort of thinking that I've done an okay amount of work here, because all of this is pretty damaged, and my Spetsnaz are still alive. Gaz moves forward and dies. I'm getting these Medicis pushed up, OP Spetsnaz pushed up. I've got some Afghansi coming in to continue this infantry fight, but what I need right now really badly is anti-vehicle. Skrezit's actually really good against, or it's not really good, it's okay against the BTR because it can do a little bit of damage. And it doesn't do much damage against infantry despite how terrifying that gun looks, but it does suppress them a lot. Spetzer's Vedka with a sniper rifle getting in a fight with my Metis. This is a really bad fight for me. This is perfect for the Spetzer's Vedka. Great positioning here, I need to remember that. I guess for 35th Afghansi right here would be really good, or maybe just Spetsnaz GRU. BTR gets away with one hit, terrible. And what I'm missing here now is just some logi to get my Spetsnaz healed up. Skrezit pushes forward because I'm triggered about this BTR getting away. Over here there's not much action, that's why I'm not focusing on it. For those of you who are watching, as usual, this area of the map is going to become a hellscape. Metis barely gets away from the sniper rifle. As you can see, he just pulls out of range. Yeah, I think. Actually, that looks like it's still in range, but I guess he lost vision. Yeah. I get some logi up here to heal up this Spetsnaz. My opponent does the same thing. So pretty much everything we did right there was sort of for naught, because nobody really killed anything, and we all just healed up. So my opponent's doing a good job here. I guess in retrospect what I should have done is gotten some artillery to start breaking this up a little bit. I mean, this is like overly clumped for sure. I need to start getting my artillery out earlier, because I don't know, it's just necessary for this. BMP3 opens up on the Skrezit, completely destroys it. These are what I was worried about. These things are really good. Pops smoke as some ATGMs fire at it. OP Spetsnaz, this is a really good unit to have in here. Afghansi come up. I try to get these OP Spetsnaz out. This is a perfect situation for them. They pop out, kill a BMP3, and kill a BMP3. Perfect situation for the OP Spetsnaz. At this point, I should be pulling them back. Spetsnaz pull back. These Spetsnaz pull forward. These OP Spetsnaz are not in a good position. This is not what we want. This is not what we want at all. T-80 comes forward. OP Spetsnaz are trying to get into these woods here, but that's just bad. Should have pulled them back into the building, I guess. BMD goes down. So I think that was an overall good trade for us. If we hadn't lost that OP Spetsnaz, it would have been even better. Afghansi fighting heroically here to engage this infantry on the street here, stunning the Metis. Will they get the kill? I don't know. I'm not quite sure. They switch targets, so they don't. Epic fail. Spetsnaz once again running into vehicles, but getting some valuable fire down the field. Laser guided bomb comes out. I'm not sure what that was aimed at. Was that where my bomb went? I'm not sure. Maybe I failed there. Afghansi pull out, get out of the building in the nick of time. Spetsnaz taking needless damage, but skirmishing with this Motostrelki over here. The reason I'm not focusing on the other parts of the map is that both of us were tunnel visioning this fight right here the entire game. So spoiler alert. Well, actually, at the end, I wish that it was for the entire game, but for this part of the game, we were just like spurging out right here. Homosexual gets a strike on the T-80, stunning it. Desantniki BMD come forward. Still haven't killed that BTR. Homosexual fires another shot. This time routs the tank, but doesn't do any damage. BMD, Desantniki get back in the nick of time. What I was trying to figure out is this within range of my... Oh, these are RPOs. Okay, so... we fight with the Motor Strelki over here, and then switch targets to the Sapiri. Not ideal. He hops into the building. This is now a bad fight for the Spetsnaz. A little too much fire. And at this point, I mean, it is his side of the map, so maybe not entirely surprising, but he is looking good here. I really wish I'd brought out my artillery, because this is just... like, are you kidding me? ATGMs fire. I'm having trouble with some of these ATGMs not shooting at the BTRs. I don't know why they wouldn't. Those things are really strong. Desantniki BMD go in the wrong direction. Get brought into CQC with the Superior, but we do get that BTR finally, or a BTR for once. Another BTR, so good for the Desantniki, and at this point I pull it back. My opponent brings out a Akatsia, which just is the bane of my existence for this whole game. I should just be pulling out of this building entirely. I'm not like good enough at this game to like recognize what kind of artillery is being used, but he pretty much just non-stop killed my my ATGMs with that thing all game long. Put the Sapiri forward. These Superior RPO have been successfully damaged but not killed. Yeah, in retrospect, definitely artillery needed to come out way sooner. Just a catastrophe. Total catastrophe that didn't come out. Metis and OP Spetsnaz kind of holding down the woods over here. We've got a Spetsnaz GRU watching this road. Fair amount of ATGMs and some Razvedkas over here watching roads. Not over here, which is probably the safest way for this side of the map to attack, is to get over here and then cut in. And my anti-tank units fail completely, as usual. My OP Spetsnaz just in the wrong position, of course. OP Spetsnaz kill one. And then I'm trying to micro it in there. I think my line of sight tool wasn't working because it says I can't see it, and I'm like, why aren't you killing that? I think eventually I tried to micro it forward to kill it. Also confused about why the homosexual can't see it. OP Spetsnaz comes forward, and does he get it? Does get it. Okay, so that's not terrible. My line of homosexuals is holding true, but there's a big build-up for my opponent over here, and it's just why I needed that artillery so bad, so bad. One shot's my homosexual with the Akatsia. My opponent, okay, I'm not gonna hate. My opponent was really good with his Akatsia. What is this thing? Is it mobilized? Yeah, okay. I need to put, I think I have these, I don't know if I have them in, if 35th gets them. They seem pretty good. They can be really accurate from the other side of the map, which is always broken. The thing is, I kind of like having my artillery up close because I forget about it. Seed gets a Tor, but I'm pretty sure in this game my opponent did a good job of just not bringing out radar. He's also pretty good with his fighters. So we are building up. We've both taken some losses. I'd say my opponent's ahead. I do have 200 points to work with, but I'm not looking forward to this any of this really. Flooding this with BMDs. I think in retrospect I should have wrapped around here a little bit. Maybe tried to kind of pressure out here. He did have a fair amount of units watching over this. Thessaloniki BMD do get finally surrounded over here, marking the end of any presence that I have on his side of the city. The Akatsi is rained down. The other one goes for the supply over here. I think I was like startled that he could see that. I don't quite understand why he could see that. It's not like he has any recon over here. I was very alarmed by that. I do finally bring out some artillery, but this artillery is nowhere near as good as these Akatsias. Thessaloniki BMD holding out, but does go down. Laser guided bomb comes forward and misses, I guess. I'm not sure. I guess I targeted the wrong building. Really bad. BMD tries to get in a fight with a conquers and fails. My opponent now controls these woods, which does give a pretty good line of attack along here. I think often, at least I, forget to enforce this, and then it is kind of hard to keep these woods protected, especially when the opponent is doing a good job of bombarding it with artillery. My artillery is here now. I think I'm supposed to keep the transports with these because they move at like 1 mile an hour. I guess that makes sense because they look like that. I think I'm gonna adjust that. And they also like don't kill anything. They're trash. Change them. Got some planes circling overhead. I tried to push these Razvedka forward. And they just kind of walk into this this recon vehicle here as this one sort of slowly makes its way through the woods. It doesn't help. It does open up, but we do lose our Razvedka to this stupid thing here. We do like no damage on our first volley, not sure why. It kills multiple things right there. Super annoying. Akatsia is just aping me. I lose a MiG-29, trying to go for something, not sure what. Ugh, so cringe, dude. And Igla out of position gets caught out by Motorstroki as they come forward. Sneed plane over here because I'm kind of like confused about why they went down, but as you can see my opponent seems to have adapted and isn't bringing out radar AA. Igla moves back, Thessaloniki opens up BMDs. You see these Motorstroki, and there's a general advance coming from my opponent. A lot of infantry moving across the field. As you can see, battle has definitely begun. BMD, this is a good situation for the BMD, but the Homosepper or something does catch it out. Maybe it conquers, not sure what, or Metis. BMD now left to face off with better cover against 4 infantry squads, which the 4 infantry squads will win out that. Thessaloniki BMD goes down. Anything that steps into this building dies. Doing some decent damage here, but is it enough? Unclear. 2 ATGMs missed this this scout vehicle, a third one also, so doing a good job of wasting ammo. Thessaloniki BMD about to go down. This recon vehicle putting some heavy machine gun fire on the Motorstroki. Afghansi need to move into the forest or they're going to be out of cover, but this is an ideal situation for them with infantry advancing into the range of their sniper rifle. One shot Akatsia strike kills my Conkers. I don't know why I would expect anything else less. Thessaloniki holding the the line against a mass of enemy infantry. I tried to like micro them forward into the force so they had better cover, but honestly, in retrospect, I think that was a mistake. I should have pulled them back into this, but then they could be seen by the T-80, maybe like that. Push them forward into the forest, thinking they'll have better cover. They definitely are taking this damage. Yeah, maybe that was good. MI8 comes out to shore up some of this infantry. Rocket helo in the back as well. And as you can see, the enemy infantry is starting to go down a lot. And that's a lot of dead enemy infantry there. I was pretty happy with that. ATGM does finally kill that that recon vehicle. Afghansi holding out here. Oh jeez. Kings. There's the guy with the... There's the... No, wait, where's the sniper? There's the sniper. Over here, I think I actually kind of made the mistake of pushing up too much into the city. That assault was definitely a loss for him. This Afghansi should be pulled back and healed. My artillery's firing at something, I don't even know what. What are they shooting at? Something like nothing? Am I just terrible? I don't get it. Some AA. As you can see, my opponent does have... I have a lot of ATGMs, but other than that, like, neither of us have any infrastructure out here except for these two Strelas. Opponent pushes forward again with infantry. Spetsnaz open up, but there's 3 BMP-3s behind this, and the Spetsnaz is not going to have a good time. Pull it out. That is bad. Spetsnaz kind of forming a secondary line. My goal is for Spetsnaz to be behind, Medicis second, and then like Afghansi in the front, but there's so many BMPs that we need. Our homosexuals have all been getting hit by the Akatsia. Laser guided bomb comes forward for the BMPs. It does get 2 of them, but it loses a lot of health. Sneed plane comes out. But as mentioned before, my opponent does not have many radar-based AA pieces. Afghansi and Spetsnaz getting healed over here, and this infantry does walk into the Spetsnaz and go down. Artillery fires at this BMD, I guess. Does get it. Homosexual kills Estrella. Big kill right there. Homosexual now caught out as a bunch of these vehicles move forward, and yeah, it's basically my homosexual infrastructure in here has been heavily deteriorated by these Akatsias, which you just kill them the minute they show their faces. This Spetsnaz barely dodges an Akatsia strike. Actually, I think it gets caught out. Maybe not. Yeah, no, Akatsias kill it even by missing. So RNG there, I guess, is all you can really say about that. Vehicles are pushing into this crucial forest in here. Now this forest is kind of weird because there's this open ground right here, and then there's forest here and forest here, but there's a little pathway here that looks like it would be covered, but it's not. The BTR does go down, and we get into a skirmish with these Medicis, which we should win. Maybe, I don't know. Afghansi would be really big here, but these T-80s come forward, and that's a major issue. We've got a Mi-24 healing over here next to a supply helo. We've got logistics coming forward to heal this. This BMP-2AG isn't killed by the Metis, of course. Afghansi, again, this is a really good situation for them. One of my fighter planes goes down as we kill a HE bomber. And this, all I can just say is that this attack was like using all of my mental energy. Like, I know it might not look that crazy, but it was like microing this infantry back and forth was such a nightmare. These BMP 2AGs, I guess, don't get one hit by medicis, so that's interesting. Good to know. Spetsnaz taking fire, but I'm pretty much like trying to use them. But the Akatsias appropriately are targeting them on site. Try to pull it out. This one runs away. It might get away. Over here, BTRs coming back, and they're out of range of the. Or no, they're not. I guess the Metis can't see it or something. I'm not quite sure. Is it out of ammo? Yeah, I think you saw the rage like attack right there. I was like, how do you not see this stuff? I guess it's the line of sight tool or something. I'm not quite sure. The Spetsnaz does get out. Metis is. As soon as they pop out, the rage line of sight move was not in play, but this helicopter does finish off the BTR push in there, and now these lower units need to pull out. Metis goes down, Spetsnaz continuing to fire. I wanted to kill these igloos really bad. It can't. And it gets stunned and blown up, I believe. Yeah, I'm just like, how are you not killing that? I don't know. Actually, it does pull out. Interesting. And at this point, this one serene town is completely in flames. And tanks are advancing across the field at it. Major problem. Laser guided bomb comes in for something. Kills a T-80 BB. That's good. MiG-29 comes in to support this Metis, this crucial Metis squad. Although actually Medises are trash, so maybe it's not so crucial. These units have line of sight on it, of course. But a lot of our units have supplied, or have survived and are getting supplied. These artillery pieces need supply, and I tried to get them to shoot, and I guess what they do when they don't have something to shoot is they just sort of walk across the map. Our supply gets killed, and there is now a problem. Afghansi and BMD are fighting heroically to keep them away. We have to pull back. This Afghansi opens up again. Aquila kills a BMP and helps shore up some of this. Get some anti-infantry rockets coming out. See, be attacked by Aquila. Strela fires. Iglis fire. Aquila gets hit. Strela misses, or that's actually a Tor. Aquila misses the Tor. Aquila doing a good job, actually. I should count myself lucky. The Aquila actually kills the Tor. Continues fighting, and I pull back the Aquila to go resupply it. And a lot of this infantry is looking worse for wear. I think we're going to win this, but he has pushed into the city. Smoke is everywhere. Fire everywhere. We get behind these two MiGs. Kill one. And then can't quite micro it properly behind this. And it gets away, I believe. Actually, we pass, and it... No? I think we get it. Yeah, we get it. Okay. BMD, infantry, pulling back. 3 Spetsnaz here to clean this all up. And at this point, I think my opponent is feeling frustrated and does actually a wise thing, which many gamers across the world often forget to do, which is to attack from another direction if one direction isn't working that well. And so he sends a bunch of infantry here. These BMP-3s are still causing issues. I get a bunch of BMD-2s to try to help form a line here as all of these vehicles start swarming across the map. His Akatsias are almost out of ammunition, but they're still firing. And he's got 2 T-80 command vehicles pushing forward. I don't think I quite understand that he's coming for this yet. I am definitely having recon issues. And yeah, all this stuff here, like nothing's firing back, so that's never a good sign. BMD helps out here as it goes down. A lot of these Spetsnaz are hurt. This Spetsnaz gets caught out, gets targeted by the Akatsia. Probably gonna die there. And this is a good attack, like bunch of vehicles over here to try to steamroll the city, and then this here, major issue. I do have a Metis squad here, but they're gonna get killed by this infantry, and Metises are trash, so it probably won't even be able to kill the T80. So that's just how it goes, I suppose. BMDs come forward to try to shore this up. Nice hit from the Metis on the side armor of the T80, but right as it does that, the infantry come and start causing cohesion issues. Another decent hit gets a stun, but they're coming into close range, and this is going to be hard. Cohesion dropping fast, and there's a miss, and this is the problem with having low cohesion. And as the infantry move in, I'm forced to pull them out just to keep some in there. We actually did some damage there, even though I microed them off. And now I'm worried. Tor comes forward, and we've got these two command things. Does the Sneed get the Tor? It does. Good kill on the Tor. But now there's infantry in here. I do have a helicopter here, and he doesn't have much AA. I'm keeping it on this side because I'm sort of anticipating that the AA is more concentrated on this side that he's been attacking on. Helicopter comes forward, and I need to remember that it's impossible to get vision in here. That's insane. And so we try to get some kills here. I don't have my laser guided bombs, I remember that. And homosexuals finally get some shots here. They miss, of course. And he does get the point, giving himself a tick. Aquila comes forward. Presumably this will be able to do the job, but we can't see anything. Absolutely terrible. At least we can kill this infantry, but Aquilas are juicy targets for fighter planes, and I just can't see a damn thing. Pull the Aquila forward, although honestly I should just pull it back and stay patient here. I'm trying to think about what I should have done in retrospect. Maybe push across here. Definitely wrap around a little this way to put some pressure, but he is like full. He's controlling this sort of turret, this battlement here. Aquila moves forward as the smoke goes down, and this is what I wanted. The Aquila fires, misses, does get a hit actually, but we lose vision. They do pull into the range of the homosexual. We stun one. We do get our CV back in there. I could have sworn I got these kills. Oh yeah, the Spetsnaz GRU come up from behind. Fire their anti-tank round. And then my goal is simply to find this other T-80. The Aquila sees it. No, it sees this T-80. We're gonna hold on vision here. We get a side shot and kill it. Always good. Over here, my opponent is just sending a T-80 BV at this point, which I would think would never work because we have homosexuals everywhere. This T-80 BV is still. I don't know if I can see it. I think I can't because I'm sending my Spetsnaz GRU at it. Fire the anti-tank round, get a miss. T-80 BV fires, suppressing. We get a stun, but we're out of 18 minutes. But the Aquila does see it, and does it kill it? Yes, it does kill it. But we lose the Aquila, of course. And these Su-17s get away with it. Very sad. Laser guided bomb takes a sort of strange retreat path, but gets away with it. Over here there's a big blob coming as my opponent. He needs to get a little more than 100 points to get the draw. Or I'm sorry, actually. He needs like 20 points to get the draw. And about 200 points to get the win. Spetsnaz GRU get caught out. And I don't know. I'm really wondering what I should have done in retrospect. I feel like I've held my points decently well. It was unfortunate that he got in there. But there was such a fat attack coming this way. I don't really know. I definitely think that I should have pushed at this point with these units here. I was... well, at this point, I'm getting pretty nervous about what I'm seeing here. We do kill Estrella. I'm not really sure. I'm really not sure. I've used a lot of my helicopters. He's just sort of sitting here. We've got 6 minutes left. I definitely should have pushed. Definitely should have pushed. Put the pressure here. Threatened taking these points over. Oh, and as you can see, I do give the advance order here. Tor fires at this Mi-24. Akatsias are resupplied and instantly destroy my ATGMs in here. I do know, because I recorded it, that I was stacking up so many points and just focusing more on microing what I had on the field, and so I was making a major error of just not using my points. Like, I think at one point I had almost 1,000 points just from like sweating, you know, so I am a noob. BMDs push forward, but there are a lot of conquerors in here. And we clear that out. What I should do is hold these BMDs back and just push with the infantry. There's not a lot of threatening stuff in here. If I can avoid that and push around through here, it'll be fine. I perhaps over-reinforced this area. Maybe it should have been routed this way. In retrospect, it's really hard to have vision in here, so sort of an excuse there. Strela hits my Sneed. And my opponent is getting a nice big blob to try to push for this point with. Meanwhile, I am trying to push across here, but it's turned into kind of a blob situation where I'm trying to like micro them into each building while they're kind of getting shot at. I think I should just, I don't know if I had any ATGMs left, honestly. I think both of us were running out of units. This homosexual is now out of ammunition. Huge issue. Huge major issue, especially because of this. Now, I see this coming forward and I'm like, oh no, this is a major problem. I need to laser guided bomb this thing. I can see it. I know there's not a ton of AA here, so I should be able to just laser guided bomb this, and you'll see the bomb goes off. Does it hit it directly? And it does like basically no damage. Yeah. Seems normal to me. I don't really know what to say other than I need to just I don't know. My laser guided bombs were acting very strangely. I think that should have killed both of them. That was like a clean, pure shot. This ATGM doesn't have any ammunition. Strela fires at this helicopter, which does get a stun on this, but it's like hitting the wrong. I think this one's smoked out. Let's change his targets to this. Don't know why it's not going on that. It misses. Just total fail. Thankfully, the Strela's out of ammunition. No more Aculas to kind of put a stop to this. Over here, my infantry is moving in a blob across the map. Su-17 comes and finishes off that thing. This T-80BVK is still alive, but it's done what it needs to do. It does die. But I'm getting ticked down, and there are 2 minutes left, and he's fully within tie range. And here, I remember at this point, I'm like, I don't have anything I can do about this motor Zvedka. I try to move the BMD into it Fires at the wrong thing. I'm trying to get this command vehicle over here to at least stop the tick and go for the tie. I've got 2 minutes left. The BMD finally opens up on this motorist right, but it completely misses. It completely misses. It doesn't do anything. Oh my goodness! I was like losing my mind. You'll see the video. I try to, because this motorist Vedka does have an AT gun, so I'm trying to just get this here where it can't see it. Because it's actually, I guess I could have gotten there. So I'm really curious how this died. We get this, and it takes so long. BMD goes down to his BMPs, and then the motorist Vedka gets into this building and fires its AT shell. And so the tick is with him. Over here, my infantry has marched across the field and cleared out this enemy position, but it's taken a lot of losses. I was not like being very effective at microing this. As you can see, they're just moving in a blob. And over here, this infantry is trying to pincer around so I can get this command vehicle onto this point. It dodges one ATGM. And at this point, I am going to bring up the timer. As you can tell, there are only 56 seconds left. Spetsnaz GRU you were killed. Lots of things are killed by that bombing run. Artillery fires. Let's see how that does. It's a hit on the BTR. Didn't kill it though. And there's pretty much no way for me to get this back at this point. He does have another. He has plenty of CVs. Really, I'm just trying to slow it because if he gets to 310, then he wins. If he doesn't get to 310, then then it's a draw. So I'm like, okay, I'm bombing my own units with my artillery, of course. Let's see how much damage that does. I'm actually really curious. That didn't hit. That's going to be a dead-on hit. Let's see. It kills my own unit. Okay. Or no. Did it? I can't tell. So we've got 9 seconds. So plus 2. So 18. Plus 18. Should be, what would that be? That would be 314, I believe. So he should win, but we do get, for just a second, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, so this is what I remember. I remember seeing 1 second, and it's at 308 to 309, and I'm like, oh, I think I did it by 1 point. This is literally by 1 point. Oh. But I guess that final second to 0 counts. I want to see if I can see the moment where it gets to 310. Because right here it's 0 seconds and he's still 308. So it should be a tie. Defeat. I lost! Oh, I hate my life. Oh, this is the worst game ever. Okay. First of all, respect to Andre. Well, okay, first of all, respect to Andre. Now he's rank 1000. He was like rank 600 or something. So I guess he's been losing some games too. I was rank 900 at the time. I've been losing tons of games, and I'm now rank 2000. So I guess we've both been kind of failing. But, as you can see, 310. So he did get that last 2 points. It was a sick game. I will say in my defense that I hadn't played for like 4 or 5 days, and I was kind of like, it was the first game I'd played in a while. I was also kind of in a rush because I had to go somewhere. But also in his defense, he did really well, like attacking from multiple angles, and I definitely did a bad job of not defending multiple angles. As you can see, a lot of my this is a lot of, it's kind of rare to see this with this division. Like, all of my units were seeing contact. Nothing really stood out though. For my opponent, look at this. This is 75, 65, 65, 75, 55, 75, 95, 55, 95, 70, and 75 points. So I don't quite know how much that is, but it's hundreds and hundreds of points with these Akatsiyas. This one, I guess, didn't get as many kills. A T80 BV, you know, they often do get a lot of kills, and that's not like an insane amount. But definitely maybe could have microed my BMDs a little better. BMP3 is performing quite well, which is to be expected. And then this HE bomber, but a lot of that was right at the end when I was just like Hail Marrying. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I do just want to emphasize it was a great game. Like, I can't even believe it. 310 to 209. That's crazy. So I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching, and subscribe if you like this